Hello and welcome to Brave Souls Full Dive, a show I decided to make because I can't really rewind newer characters. So I thought instead of that, why not try something a little different? Now I decided to start off with Yoruichi because I had already recorded a wrong build on her, and that will make sense in a little bit. But I wanted to figure out a way to review characters that aren't necessarily older characters like I do in a rewind. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video and let me know if you want to see it on other characters. Now I started off with the best possible build I can make with Yoruichi. I'm talking about the hybrid strong attack damage, strong attack recharge build. And thanks to those links and her own, she was able to spam her strong attacks constantly. This is the best possible build for her because she's able to inflict consistent damage and is way more likely to inflict debilitating weakening. Plus she's ranged and all of her strong attacks work really well because of this. Her strong attack 2 is a vortex move that gathers enemies together then pushes them back, and her strong attack 1 also pushes enemies back. They both hit a ridiculous number of times and are both very likely to inflict weakening. Overall, it's a great build, and I would say it's the go-to one for any PvE situation. Now while the last build is in my opinion the best of all the builds, at least when it comes to this character, there is another build that promises to be a bit more damaging. I'm talking about the Senkaimon Aizen build, and wow did this build just obliterate every opponent. Having the extra 160% strong attack damage at full health is definitely useful, and while at full health she also has a 60% nat increase, which is why I actually increased her attack for this build, at the cost of some of the SP from last build. Yes, I could have made her strong attacks deal more damage, but under this build, since the only strong attack recharge you have is her own, you are gonna have to use your normal attack, so I decided to invest a little bit in that. And it worked out pretty well since they did a decent amount of damage as well. Now Yoruichi is ranged, so this definitely helps preserve her stamina. However, if you get hit, you end up losing a ton of your damage, so I don't necessarily recommend this build, unless of course you have a way to heal yourself. That said, this build was faster than the last build, if only by a few seconds. But unless you're up against the time, like in some floors in Senkaimon, I would actually go for the other build. Next up is the wrong build. That's right, a show within a show. I actually might move it to this if you guys end up liking it, so please let me know in the comments. This build actually ended up doing a ton of damage, on both the normal attacks and the strong attacks, despite having 0 SP. Now it did take a little longer than I would like, but that's just because Yoruichi is ranged. She was able to take care of the enemies no problem, and her strong attack served a really good purpose as well. Not only did they still do damage, but her strong attack 2 was pretty good for crowd control, setting up enemies for the oncoming onslaught. Now I wouldn't take this on anything co-op or, inheritance zones or droplet zones, but this build is more than enough to take care of the regular raids. Not to mention that her nat string is fun to look at. Now for these videos I would like to test out each character in PvP, because you really never know what you're gonna find. In this particular case I expected her to completely bomb it. To my surprise though, she was often able to inflict weakening before the enemies were able to get to her. Still though, she's not a good character to take in PvP. There are some high SP characters with Frenzy that are, but she's just not one of them. And yeah, I could have increased my SP a little higher, and that might have helped out a bit, but the real problem was that after she uses her strong attacks, she's got nothing. So anything past like 6 seed I would not take her in. So there you have it. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this series, or how it's gonna change if I continue to do it, so let me know what all you guys want to see. It's really more a review style video, but it does feel like something is missing, so let me know if you have any ideas. Well that said, thank you guys for watching, and take care.